You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous. They LA, they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Wait, 80! I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school. Switch. 21. Check right.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. 13. Hey, gun. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Garoppolo now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Check 43. We're going to 53.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Kill. It's our time. Check out route. 47. He's coming. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, T. It's just me and you. Let's just go 46. 56 the mark. 56 is the mark. Check that. We're going to 53. Switch it, 26.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 43. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. shoes off. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 2.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 70 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 13. Check 13.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go, go. Hey! Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the 44, rush. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 pitch.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Pollard. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Marr able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 11. Coleman has it here right side. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Look at me, zipper. Go. Exit. Get it.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Rush. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check. 61. Match box.
A final shot before break. Rush looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Go, go, go. Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, Delta. Yo, go, go. Watch the pass. Shoot.
To throw again. Rush. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ronald Blair, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return, it's James. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. And you stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's James. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go play action here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rush to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a timeout. Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Now, despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-6, pull it high. Show it up, show it up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
57's the mic. So don't say nothing. Two draw Corker.
They will run again with Coleman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, going deep here for Taylor. He's got a man, complete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trent Taylor there to make the grab. grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On first down, rush. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, going deep here for Taylor. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Coleman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, after I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Pollard again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He can run for it, and he will. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
trips, I had to go and get a passport.